with likes. There is a Speediance, which basically allows you to do anything that a functional trainer could do with cable machine, benching, squatting, even belt squatting. Works out great. I guess the pushback is always what goes up to 220 pounds. I feel challenged enough, especially in the lower body where it counts. This honestly does the job. And for upper body stuff, I don't think most people are going to be needing a heavier weight load than that. So very tight quarters. And with the stuff here,
Mic test. All right. I'm gonna be switching back and forth between futures and crypto. If you guys want me to look at any crypto, just let me know. Let's try to get to 1,000 followers today. That'd be sweet. How'd you guys do in your trading today? I did pretty good on futures. I did make one big mistake and lost like $2,000. I was still up for the day, and then market open again at 6, and I thankfully got it all back. It was kind of lucky, a little bit aggressive. Bitcoin. What shall happen? I keep thinking it's gonna fall, but what's going to be the news that pushes it over? Anybody know? Guesses? Anybody want me to look at any crypto? Just let me know. Get a good basis on it. Or what are you guys looking at also? I like to know what everybody's looking at. Maybe I might like it. Let's see what curious what Bonk was doing. Nope, I don't want that. Bonk. And I took a sour nosedive here. We thought it was if it broke the high of this candle over here, it was gonna go up, but it never broke above. It just collapsed. Solana. Solana. Solana's still holding. The cloud did turn red though. Very interesting. We're still below in the RSI. It's still like limbo. But if I were to guess, this is probably gonna go down, you know? Oh, thank you for the sunflowers. You the best. You the best. All right, so it looks like we're actually going to go down still. This drop here was nasty. Whoever got that was pretty good. But it has potential to go to 1600 Ethereum. Kind of like an ABC pattern. A, B, C. And this is the 50%. Let's actually check that real quick. 50, 60%. Yep. Okay, that's fine. What, Ethereum? I can zoom it out for you. So, this first spike here was the 2120 was the 61% pullback. A lot of the crypto has been liking the 78%. It's not a guarantee that it's going to go to the 1600, but my only issue here is you better be able to hold it from here to here. But you wouldn't be wrong getting in at 2147. It's more of a potential. It's going to be really about kind of like what Bitcoin's going to do, and that's if Bitcoin starts falling, it's probably going to go to the 1600s. At least really quick, and it's going to get eaten up really fast. You probably won't even have a chance to buy it. I don't like this. If you want me to look at anything else, just let me know. It's an interesting, weird point that we're at. And I don't want to give like a definite answer because it can go either or. You think the top is in? Alts have detached from BTC in this cycle. I don't know if they detached yet. They will pretty soon. Usually what happens is Bitcoin will do a major pullback, and we haven't had it. This isn't a major pullback. The 70s and 60s is a major pullback. And we're going to see a dramatic pullback eventually. We just don't know if this is going to rip up, get liquidity, and then rip down, or if this is going to continue down soon. I actually thought this candle was going to rip down. I called this live. But it got eaten up so fast that I was like, holy shit. I'm lagging? Oh, yeah, shit. Hopefully I'm back on. Let's see. Yeah, I'm back. All right. Trading during. My fault. Yeah, I don't know if you heard what I said. Bitcoin's in this weird spot here. I did call this. Thanks for the follow, Yesenia. Bitcoin's in a weird spot right now. So I did call this drop here, right? But I didn't expect it. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. I didn't expect it to get eaten up this fast. That was extremely fast. What was that? Like almost a $12,000 move in about I know it was like a day candle, but it happened in within an hour. But if you look at what I'm seeing here is that there's a double top, right? So on the RSI, we have a high with a high, right? And then we got another high in the Bitcoin. But look at the RSI. Didn't make a new high. So I think we're towards the top. Obviously, everything's short term. And before I even get into this stuff, I believe the top for Bitcoin is going to be in September. But if you look at Bitcoin, and you go from the bottom to the top of the last swing, bottom, top, $61 is at 72. And I wouldn't doubt if this wicked down extremely fast for like 15 minutes, if that, because the whales want extra. That would be around 62. Could even go even further wicking down, but I'm not sure, you know. The last cycle, this happened a lot too. You know, if it happens, just don't panic. It's just normal. So if this happens, most of the other coins will be more of a sympathy move, but they will recover a lot faster. And that'll probably start the alt season. Yeah, they're going to get pushed down real quick. But usually alt season starts. And around like May is that first top. Buttcoin is the new Bitcoin. I've been trying to learn that deck screener. Eventually I'll get on it. Yeah, if that happens, it's gonna move the market down. But it's usually when alt season starts right after that. They're all gonna drop with it, but alt season usually starts. And then that first top is usually around like Mayish. The last cycle kind of screwed me over. I was so used to 2 pumps. Like, you know, you got your first pump in like, you know, in the May, and then usually after Bitcoin crashes, like the top, you have that second pump. It happened 2 cycles in a row, and then the last cycle, it didn't pump. So it kind of scared the shit out of me. I watched like 100 G's disappear from my account. It wasn't fun. Your average is, let me see, 29. That's not too bad, honestly. It's not too bad. It's at a good level. It's just that it has potential to go down. If you got more money, put more money into it. If not, just chill. It's gonna come back up. Now I just don't know if Ethereum is gonna follow Bitcoin or is it gonna follow the altcoins. Ethereum's different every freaking cycle. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Every cycle's been different. So just watch its movement and see when it starts pumping. See what it's following. Correct. Unexplored. We can get a wildness or something else, but Bitcoin's top, if you go by cycle wise, is going to be in September. Yeah. But I believe the Trump family wants Ethereum up. I think Eric Trump the other day tweeted to buy Ethereum. He's gonna look like a dick if it doesn't go up. He said to buy it around here, 27, I think. But they're in all different kind of shit. I don't know if you guys been following. I think there's one called World. No. Which one is it? WLFI. World Liberty. No clue. But I've been told numerous times, and they have mentioned it, that the Trump family is going to be working with this coin. That's why this huge spike was here. I might be in the wrong one, guys, so let me see. Yeah, I think this is the better one. Oh, you have some? What's your thought on it? I don't know much about it, so I don't want to like, hey, buy it, you know? There was definitely some news, huge news with it, but they dumped on it. I'm sure it's going to take time to work with this. And the other day, a couple of us were looking at the supply, and it looked bananas. Like, I think next to supply, it had like the letter P. I don't even know what that means. And they're also, they applied for an ETF. I don't know if it was the Trumps that applied for it, but they applied for an ETF with ADA, Trump coin, and I think Link. One other coin, I can't remember what it was. Oh, Bonk. Bonk was the real weird one. I didn't think that was gonna pop up. But look, there's another one. Max and Alita. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I'm trying to get to this 1,000 follower goal. I think I get like some extra shit released. I have no idea. I've only been on this for like a month. Maybe supply curve. Could be. I didn't think about that one. Sol. Sol is going to move with Bitcoin for sure. At least in the beginning. So this would have been the perfect level right here. The 176. But it also has potential to go down lower to the 130. So pick your poison. Pick your poison, because we don't know. We got to see what Bitcoin's going to do. So this was a safe bet right here. 61% pullback at the 180. If this starts ripping down, we can go to the 149 area. We can go a lot lower, but I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, because we can actually do this low to the top, and it would be around like 100. It's all going to depend on what Bitcoin does real soon. But if I were to get into Sol, which I do not have, if you guys are curious on what I have a full Bitcoin. I have some Ethereum. I have some Ethereum Classic. I've been holding the Ethereum Classic for quite a long time. I'm in Bitcoin 6,000. I also am heavy this cycle into Crypto.com, Kronos. Like a shitload. Trying to think what I wanted to say here. So here's another thing on the RSI. Oh, got alert. Hold up. I just want to look at the 5 real quick. I'm going to get into this very... nah. I'm going to continue this. Alright. RSI, new high. New high in the price here for the second pump. Did not make a new high, and it actually trended down. So right now, and unless it breaks above this trend line, it's not going anywhere. Your safe bet was the 180. It does have a chance to rip down to this 149, but you just gotta hold it for a little bit because it's gonna be short-lived. It's not gonna be a problem. But Sol, dude, has a lot of potential. I don't know if you guys noticed, but like all these new coins are going on Sol, along with like Trump coin and all that stuff like that. You want to play it safe, 400. You want to be a little bit more aggressive, 600s. And then if Trump makes it silly, you can get to 1,000 pretty easily. I probably don't have the balls to hold it to 1,000. But some of you guys are wild. Yeah, I think Bitcoin has a lot of downside. We've been so stagnant up here with a double top. Like, the double top is clear. It's clear as day. I just don't know why it didn't drop through. So that's what's throwing me off. And I'm trying to see if it's like a flag pattern. Do you guys see a flag pattern? I don't know. It's a wild flag pattern if it is. I'm going to take this off so we see it. So we understand where these marks are, right? I'm not going to keep these trend lines on. No, it's more like just this. Seymour. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, but dude, you can make a shitload of money if you hold to 1,000. I would say base that off of the Sol. Base it off of the time-wise. Yeah, like I don't see the flag here, right? I mean, I see a little flag here, but you don't know yet. It's not clear. So it needs more candles, and I agree. And so far, like, it's below this resistance. I've been trying to find a reason for me to be wrong, and I haven't yet. The only way I think I could be wrong is if this wanted to do like a liquidity sweep. Say the whales come in and just buy a shitload and comes up to, I don't even know what it would go up to. Say like 120, 115. Do a little sweep and then monster down. Then we would have to change our levels a little bit on the pullback, but it would probably still be around like 75. I mean, you should hold it regardless. I wouldn't sell it. It's just going to be short term. Whatever, if it falls down, it's going to be short term. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll have to see. Honestly, this is what's going to determine short term, but we're about to get into alt season usually around January, February. March, April, May is usually like when they start ripping. I just don't know if I'm going to hold as much as I did last cycle because I'm nervous. I'm really nervous if there's not going to be a second pump after Bitcoin falls in September. Like I said before, I was in pretty big and then I didn't close it. I am back up thankfully, but I had 100 G's like just disappear in front of me. It wasn't cool. I want to look at Link too. Like this would have been a great area to buy, and it touched right through it. Yeah. I kind of learned a little bit better this time. Instead of just selling, scale out. So you feel like you're getting some profit out, but you're also still in the game, and your psychology is a little bit it's a little easier. I'm glad I didn't take this. The volume's very low, that's why I didn't take this on Nasdaq. So yeah, scaling out is the way to go, I think. See, that's chain, and then so I was actually ADA. I thought was like dying, but if these coins are coming out into the same ETF as them, I think we're good. There was another odd one that somebody in here was telling me about. It was Quant. He says they've been watching it. Every time they sell bonds or buy bonds, it moves up, and they think that it's a bank coin, which is kind of wild. That means it would be like an XRP. Let's see which one I like. I can't remember. Well, whatever. If you did like this one, this would be the time to buy. But I don't know enough about it. It's more of like a secret I'm being told. What about DOT? DOT? So keep this one on your radar, guys. I've had a few people tell me that this is secretly a bank coin, Quant. It is a little bit pricier, and I need to look more into it. I just haven't had time, but I have it written down. DOT. Polkadot. Oh, I actually haven't looked. I can't believe nobody has actually asked me about this. This thing was popular as shit when it came out, right? I really don't like this, the way it looks. I don't know. Like you see, like obviously this was the top, right, of that cycle. Should have pumped up a little more, no? And that was a hard crash. Like this is $3. I haven't looked into these guys in a long time, but this is going to be more based off of project, I think. It's already past this. It's almost like went back to 100% pullback. To be honest with you, I don't like it right now. I don't like it. What was the top on this? 55. I mean, maybe it might have a sympathy bounce. But why did it just destroy like that? I like ADA. You know, I thought ADA was not moving that well, but recently there's been a little bit of a battle saying that ADA is even better than what was it? I don't want to say XRP, but something else. ADA, if you like their projects, it's still not bad to buy here. I mean, you're losing a couple cents a coin, but this obviously was the buy. Everything's really going to be dependent. 100% discount. What 100% discount on what? AVAX. Just before I get off this, ADA, there's a lot of news around this. I cannot remember right now, but there is a lot. And this is a great buy area for sure. Obviously, in this box is the best area to buy between the 61 and the 78% pullback. But it's not that big of a difference. You know, it's going to be depending on Bitcoin pulls back. AVAX, let's see. Oh, DOT? Dude, I don't know, man. You like DOT? That's really 100% pullback, dude. It's a gamble play. I day trade with futures. I can day trade with crypto, but right now we're just going over charts. What's a good investments? Yeah, so DOT, you gotta let me know what you think, because I don't know. AVAX, somebody asked. Avalanche, I haven't heard them in a while too. I'm not up to date on their projects, but let's just look at this real quick. I'm just curious. I wonder if Binance has more. Okay. I'm just curious in how it reacted with this. Okay, so it bounced above and it retested it. This would have been a great entry, by the way. Break. I mean, I did have it right. I moved it. See how it broke above, retested it, and then it slowly went up. Look at it. You can't make it up, guys. The 78% bounce off. It's been loving these two zones on every single one. Hammered right off of it to the upside. My only issue is this an ABC? ABC usually goes like this. So it's A, B, and then it could be something like this. Yeah, I'm gonna read what you're saying in a minute. I just got a quick glance on it, made me giggled. So could do something like this. So if you're interested in an Avalanche, just watch that. But that's on the weekly. Yeah, it can do something like that. So it's probably gonna be Alex. Thanks for the follow. AB. Yeah, something like that. Which is still a pretty big drop. So unless you got money bags, just be careful. But this also could be a good zone too. 78% pullback with a rejection. I don't have a good answer on this one, guys. If you wanted to get into this now, I'm going to say regardless, this is a larger coin. So anywhere in this price range is good. But it's really going to be based off of what they're doing. I don't know if you guys know what they're doing, but it looks like it's moving pretty well. Yeah, I agree. I've been seeing a lot of ABCs. You're right. All right, I'm going to go back up and chat just a little bit. AMD. What is it? Is there earnings release tomorrow? I don't want to go too far off. AMD here. You see this pullback? Not that bad, but it could be bad. You got to look at the earnings on that. I'm not going to get into the stocks too much here. Is this day trading? Sorry, I'm new to this stuff. I think I answered that one. I do day trade. I can show you in a 1 minute chart. Right now, we're just looking at investing. It's all gamble at the end of the day. Agree. That's why I like to use Fibonacci. Fibonacci is basically like a measurement of all our emotions. And 61, between 61 and 78% is where we feel comfortable as humans in like a good value buy, if that makes sense. It's been tested in everything, which is how our brains work. A coin to invest $1,000 and you have to make $2,000 this week for your college. If you have to use your money for anything, I don't recommend to do it at all. Because I promise you, as soon as you put that in, it's going to crash. You made $230,000 on QQQ options in 3 trading days, and I can't tell anyone. I know. Why can't you tell anyone? And dude, I'm really good at trading in the indexes. Like the QQQ, I kill it, right? I, for the life of me, cannot get options to work for me. That's why I went to futures. I will be right eventually. But the theta on it's already killed me. I hate it. I hate options. Bro, I'm over 1,000. All right. Thanks, guys. Pepe. Um, dude, I've had so many people come in here with Pepe. There was this one guy who was saying, you know that deck screener? Oh, down a little bit? Okay. I gotta figure it out, though. Problem is at 4%. Let me look at Pepe. Can you hear me clear? Yeah, I could look at Chainlink. Let me look at Pepe real quick. I had a few people tell me. Let me see. Audio check. Let me see. Audio check. My end's not that bad. Yeah, I gotta look YouTube on how to do it because I'm sorry for that. I'll figure that out later. Pepe, I had a guy in here coming the other day, and they were mentioning that they're so heavily invested in purple Pepe. I was like, what is that shit? And I was curious because he showed us that he had a tattoo of the meme Pepe, and it was purple on his stomach. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Then I went deeper into it, and there was numerous people that had purple Pepe tattooed on them. There's like 50,000 holders on that meme coin. This looks like shit. Do I have the right one on? Yeah, dude, I was like... It's another level to have it. Oh, I'm on 1 hour. I'm sorry, guys. Let me go back to crypto. So a lot of resistance here. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to make this more into a zone. If you guys are wondering why I could see this so quick, is because I've been doing this for 10 years like a zombie. I love chart porn. What a weirdo, right? I'm just curious to see what this did. So we're basically at the 78. It dropped down a little bit. Some of them do like to go to the 80s, but it's still on that trend line. Lucky Riz. I am going to start looking at those deck screeners, but not now. I looked at it last time and I got like shadow banned for a minute. What's Pepe used for? Does anybody know? Does that like have any use? Because right now, this is actually a good buy if this is a good coin. Like, it's clearly hit that resistance and bounced off. So I'm like, It's an interesting one. Any further, though, I wouldn't like it. But that's a weekly trend line too, guys. The daily. I think I talked about this last time. This is the zone I would buy in, but it did go down even further. So you wouldn't be bad doing it, and it's cheap as shit. Pepe the Frog. Yes, I do. Day trading, I'll use 9 into 21, and then for a longer term, I can even throw them on here. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. Salud. Let's do like a multi moving. I know they have multi ones. Whatever. I'll just do the single one, like being an asshole right now. I usually use exponential. So if something was moving fast, I would use a 9, but we're going to use, I like to use the 50 and then the 200. Yellow. So that would be the 50. It's clearly broken below that, and then I would do the 200. Sometimes I like to use the other, so it's below the 200. I wonder if these are hitting like the 400s. XPR? BJ? Are you, oh, you got a lot. Yo, H-bar? I know some of them retired off of it. Do you really want me to look at all those that you just put down, or? So Pepe is going to be, if you like it. But this is a buy zone for Pepe for sure. Oh, damn. This has a lot more info than I thought. I don't even remember this one. XPR network. All right. Just looking at it, this went to shit, and now it got rejuvenated. So this is going to be all company-based on what they're doing. So that's going to be up to you if that's what you want. And it hit the 78. You missed your opportunity unless we get an ABC and it comes back down. For me, my risk to reward would have to be, again, at the 78 if I was going to get into this. If you want to risk a little bit more, you can do the 0037, but I wouldn't. I would just stick at the 78. What's HHAR? I don't know if I heard that one. Or did you try to put H-bar? Yeah, H-bar, I know some of them retired on it, and they're not that much older than me. Somebody told me that they joined... Damn, what the hell was it? ICP. And they went into it heavily into ICP. I just want to find the right one to look here. Wow, I bounced right off to 200. So this is a clear double top to the downside. Now we just got to figure out if it wants to do it again. Because it might. If you were to re-enter this, I would wait again into the 18. If you didn't get in on this drop, then I wouldn't chase it. But I'm pretty sure it's going to follow Bitcoin. Your ultimate would be 12 cents. But we're not sure if it's going to do that. And then somebody was telling me the other day, because they were saying look at ICP. I look at ICP and I don't like the chart at all. It looks like shit. Like, look at this thing. I have to zoom out. $2,829, right? Of that top. And it went down to a low of $2 and like 2.7. Bro, that's a huge, crazy thing. But he's in around $6. I think he said he has like something wild. And they linked up with. Damn, what coin were we just looking at? H-bar. So H-bar, I believe, is a wild. They have a great CEO. They're doing good stuff with that. I was impressed with that, with H-bar. And if he's saying that they linked up together, if that's true, this is a good gamble play. He's got something ridiculous in it, like 20,000 or something. If this even goes up to like $300, he's gonna be rich. Lady Artist, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. So yeah, this is a wild gamble play. And this is the zone to buy if you were to do that gamble. I don't know anything about it that much, but this guy was swearing by it. And if he's got that much money in it, might be something. What do you mean? Oh, no. No, I don't. I'm just curious to see what Trump coin is doing. Wow. So I had like a shitload of followers when we were watching this. I want to show you guys what. I don't know why this is up and down like this, but I want to get rid of it. It says Liberty Prime entry point. Pray for him. We did like a little. We did if we got 7,000 likes, he was gonna buy a coin, and he bought it around here. I don't know why it's doing that. Hopefully it fixes at another time. But damn, this really fell. And then I did this is a 78% bounce. This is a gamble play here. I have a hard time thinking that Trump is going to allow this to just collapse. You know what I mean? Is representing him, and he's trying to boost the crypto market for sure. I think he wants to be the one that does it. But what's really screwed us, you see this candle here? So we were trading this live, right? Oh, there we go. So Liberty Prime, one of the followers here, got in around $43, and he looked awesome because this shit started ripping up, right? All of a sudden, somebody interviews Trump, and Trump says, I heard it was a good outcome, but I don't really understand it. I was like, oh my God. This guy could have said anything else. And he said that. And you can see the rippage of it. Was it 48 to 35? This was in like 3 minutes, guys. This was insane. And then it just, it never held for a little bit. But I believe long term this is going to bounce. I don't have any Trump, but I have Melania. And it was just a sympathy play. So I'm in around like $6. I bought $1,000 worth. Doesn't look too good at all. But I think in the future they'll pop back up. BTC. So Bitcoin, if you guys weren't tuned in before, I still believe that this is gonna fall really bad. Everything I'm saying is short term. Bitcoin's top, I believe, will be in September. If we go off of cycles, it should hit September, the high. Should be the high, I'm sorry. So if you look at the RSI, right? There's a new high here, right? RSI, that's a new high. We got another new high that broke the previous high. And we go to the RSI, and it did not make a new high. This is divergent. This means that it's not following, and it's most likely getting weak, and it's going to fall to the downside. This candle here, I actually called it live that it was going to crash down. It did. I looked awesome, right? 12,000 crash in a matter of like 30 minutes. What I didn't expect was how quick it got eaten up. Like, either the banks or companies were savages. Oh, why does it say my live's gonna end? Oh no, hold on, I gotta verify that I'm still live, guys. Alright, good. So yeah, I called this, but it got eaten up so quick. I didn't expect this. I actually expected it to fall. Now, if we look at Bitcoin, right? From the low, previous low, which is in August, to the high, a healthy pullback, and it's not uncommon. I've watched it do it over and over again in the past cycles. Would be 71K to 62. I could tell you XRP in a minute. I have a love-hate relationship with that coin. So yeah, everything keeps pointing that it's gonna go down. If I am wrong, which I can be, you got to accept that you're gonna be wrong, right? But long term, I believe we're bullish no matter what. So if it does go down that far, don't panic, guys. If you have more money, buy it. If you don't get more into it, then, you know, it's part of life. But it can do something like this that I don't know. But it just doesn't point that it's going to do that, but it can, right? So we can get a liquidity sweep that goes up. Makes it look like Bitcoin's going to rocket out. And then it goes down. But I'm wondering if this was that liquidity sweep to confuse people. We just don't know yet. And we got to wait. unfortunately, to more confirmation. But this looks bearish, guys. It does. It looks bearish. XRP. Yes, it is a big pullback. If you were into any of the other cycles, I watched them pull back 60% multiple times. And that was the area to get back in. This is Bitcoin. The daily chart. So right now, I'm still short-term bearish. I could be wrong. I don't really care what it does. I have a full Bitcoin. I'm in at 6,000. I really don't care, but I care because I want it to get more momentum. If it pulls back like this, we're going to get a better base and we can start actually ripping. And a pullback like this would confirm a better alt season. That should be popping soon. So we're going to have to just wait a little bit and see what happens. But again, I really think this is going below. It's even dipped below, and I put this arrow a couple days ago. I put this arrow, and it's back down again. So I think we're at least going to get a little pullback here. Could be wrong. Could do a liquidity sweep, but we don't know. All right, let's go to XRP. So XRP, I hate it. I don't hate it. It's just somebody told me a good something good to call you guys. XRP bros. Yes, pullbacks always help. They're healthy and they give you a good base for more people to get in, and it makes it stronger. It's usually when it doesn't pull back, you get that nasty rip, and it sometimes can't recover. But obviously, Bitcoin's a different story. All right, XRP. So, before I even go over this, I want to do like a split 30-second rant. Do you think that JP Morgan, the Chase Bank, or Santander, juggernauts in the bank industry, right? Do you think that they are just going to accept XRP as their coin? Do you think they're just going to allow a company that created XRP, which we don't know the real ties to XRP? I don't want to get into that. It could be bigger players behind it, like, I don't know, say BlackRock or something. If you don't know what BlackRock is, you can Google that yourself. They own like half the world. You know, there could be like a secret behind them. But the only way I can see that they're going to accept this coin is if the USA went to them and said, hey, you want to have your banks here? Then you got to accept XRP. And even that I don't agree, because they're probably more powerful than the government. And they'll probably change the course, the outcome. Remember, money makes the world go round. So, after that explanation, we will go over a great entry point and what it can do. I just want to make sure I have the right one that I like here. All right. This one I liked? It's not. It is not. I'm sorry, just bear with me for like 2 seconds. Thought it was one of these. That I have it all down. I have one with more information on it. That's why I was using it. Release the Kraken. All right. We're just going to do a fresh chart here real quick. XRP, right? You got your double top here. We got a new high on the price here, and the RSI got a new high, right? Look at the new high here. Did this make a new high in the RSI? It didn't. So, we got divergence, which means that it's not accepting the new high. So most likely we're towards the at least short-term high, and it's going to pull back. And that's what kind of happened here, along with Bitcoin. But if you wanted to get a great entry in, and I think this is going to fall again. I think this is going to follow Bitcoin, but we still have to wait. I can't give you guys a definite answer. I don't want to steer you guys wrong and it rips up. Regardless, you shouldn't be buying right here. If you're buying right here, then you're probably a little late to the game, and you should just pray for it to go up. I think it is going to go up regardless. It should hit $5 or $10 no matter what. Yeah, of course, yeah. This would be my entry point, would be the $1.61. It just didn't reach it. So that's why I'm like convinced that it wants to go down lower. But XRP is a little funky sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't listen to the market. Like, the reason why this ripped up like this is because it finally got out of the SEC lawsuit crap. So yeah, we have, that would be my area of interest of buying this. So you guys kind of missed it. If Bitcoin, and I'm right, and it dumps, this should dump back down with it, and you should buy at 160. Now, if we were to predict on the potential of where this can go, we're going to do a Fibonacci extension. If this is the low, guys, we don't know if this is the low. I can get you guys close to what I think it'll go to. So from the top to the bottom, let's say that this is going to be the low here. Minimum, it's probably going to hit $6. If you wanted to play it more safe, go to the $5 zone. Most likely this is going to get real rippy and get up to the $10 area. Does that make sense? This is the simple Fibonacci extension. If it gets parabolic and they say all the banks are going to use it, I have no idea. I've seen articles saying that the supply is not enough for all the banks around the world, and it would, there's enough supply, but it would be around like $5,000 to $10,000 a coin. I just don't see that happening, guys. I don't see that happening. Most likely, I would be out at the $5 or $6 area, and I'd hold a little bit for the 10 and wait on more news and see what's going on. Anything past that, I might not have the balls to hold it. CELH. Do I have to look that up? Let's see. I don't even know what it is, unless that's something else, you know? What is this? I don't know this coin, guys. Hood? I'm gonna guess it was that one right. I don't know. Is there one? Is there one on Solana? Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Ho pups. Yes, Solana. All right. Oh, let me get out of this. I don't see Solana up here. You trying to say Shiba Inu? Yeah, Hood. I don't. Is it Money Hood? If you're talking about one of those DEX scanners, I'm not gonna get into that. I will eventually start learning that, but those are real pumps. Shiba. So this is a complete gamble. I hope you know that. Don't be putting your life savings in this. If you were to buy, this would be a good zone to buy. Risk to reward wise, right? You got a 78% pullback. This is where I would re-up if I were to. I'm in down here. I don't even know what it is. I have like, I don't even know. I have like a couple 100 million. It's more of a prey that it makes you money. You know, don't put your life savings in it. I think I only have a couple $100 in it, but when I bought it in down here, a couple $100 is plenty. If it hits a penny, like I'm gonna make 100 G's off of it. So definitely just play money, guys, for Shiba Inu. Don't. And for it to have any movement, it needs to burn a shitload of coins. It has like so many coins. For it to even like move, it needs to burn like I think like half the supply. It's like in the trillions. It's a meme coin. But it got a lot of traction, so we're gonna see. I think it's gonna move, and I think it's gonna break this high. Let's just but this, if you were gonna buy, this is the area to buy now, guys. Shiba. If you wanted to throw a couple $100 in it, go ahead. I approve. Gamble play. All right, top, bottom. Safe play. I'm not gonna say all the zeros, but 15 area. Then the next would be 24. But some of these, if they came out and said we're gonna burn half the supply, this doesn't even matter. It'll probably go to a penny, and then I'll probably shit myself. But safe play. If nothing really gets too crazy burned, 15 and then the 24. I would start scaling out, and for all those coins to start getting burned, that news would have to come out probably before May that they're doing it. So if they don't come out with that news, then start scaling out in these two areas. Because it's just there's just too many coins. Anybody else got anything else? And just keep an eye out for this this quant. Somebody came in here the other day, and a few others I've been seeing said that quant is secretly a bank coin, just like XRP. I keep watching it with the bonds. When they buy and sell the bonds, it moves, which would indicate that it's secretly a bank coin. And it is a little pricey, so I don't know if I'm going to buy it, but I'm going to watch it. and it was at 420. And this zone was the area to buy 76. But again, you will have to watch probably Bitcoin. If it starts falling, then this will be a good area to get in. Well, not a good area. If it comes back down to the 75, 76, that would be my entry. I wish we got more confirmation on this. What's going to drive this down, though, kind of scares me. It's very odd in how these things work, but there's usually some shitty news. Really, not like really bad news, but there's usually something that freaks it out. Oscar. Yes, have a good night. If you haven't followed, follow me. I mostly day trade futures in the daytime, and then at nighttime I'll go over crypto. If you guys want me to look at anything, just let me know. The futures market is dead right now. Let's look at the crypto heat map. I'm just curious. USD CAD or futures, or actually that's probably a good one to look at. Let's take a look at it. USD CAD. I don't know if it is for Trade of 8. It should be. It's weird. Just give me 2 seconds. We can also just look up USD CAD too in a minute if I don't have it. But I would like to see if I can trade it live. I haven't been paying attention to Forex in a minute. Do you know what USD CAD is in Really? Damn. You know what? I should have paid attention. You know, all these tariffs. I should also look at No, Japan should be okay. That was a Chinese coin. Let's just go to Forex right now. Well, I don't want to go out of this. USD CAD, and we're gonna go into Damn, look at that. So what I like to do when I'm doing this, I usually do. I mean, we knew the USD dollar was gonna rocket, right? It's a little silly for anybody to think that Canada's dollar would go up against us. And I should have realized this a lot sooner. I'm gonna pay attention to this. I gotta look up the I gotta look up the futures symbol. I don't know why I can't remember it. I haven't traded in a long time. I just want to make sure that that's a good trend line. I don't know if I like that. I feel like it's more of a zone. Something like that. Interesting that it's selling though. Now that I'm thinking about it. One, two, three, four, five. So just a quick rule of thumb, when there's like 5 candles that are red, expect a little bit of a pullback. And that's what it did, and it made a flag pattern. If you don't know the flag pattern, definitely learn that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it didn't make the 5. And now it's doing another flag pattern. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on this. Thanks for the bringing that up. I have no idea about the deck screener coins, by the way, if you're asking that. Thanks for the follow. Okay. This is my indicator that I have coded myself. I usually scalp on it. Volume's a little dead right there. Wouldn't have worked. But in daytime, this might work in the morning. Percentage graphs? Thanks, Terry, for the follow. Like pullbacks, or like you mean over here, percentage? There's different tools to do it, but yeah, that's an interesting one, man. I'm gonna keep this an eye out to see if it's moving. But if you are in it, watch this zone here on the daily. You can see it rejected many times up here, but if once it goes down here, once, twice, 3 times, now we're at the 4th time that it might be rejecting, and that could lead it to go to the upside. Oh, like this, the measure. Because this is it's very easy. It's just on the left there. It's the ruler, and then whatever entry you put in, and then it'll tell you how far up it went. So like right from where I'm at, it's 3% up. Tells you the distance, how many bars, how many days. Yeah, I'm sorry. Unless you're talking about an actual entry, like you purchase something, that could be different too. That would just be your settings. Yeah, Blaze, just keep an eye out on this area. But on the 4 hour, it looks very bearish still. But it could be a V bottom. Don't know yet. I'm not on Twitter now. I gotta figure out. I gotta see what symbol is USD CAD for futures. I don't understand why I don't know it. USD CAD futures symbol. I don't even know if they have a futures with against each other. You can still look at Canadian dollar though. Not enough volume for me. Let's look up USD. I'll have to figure that out later. The British pound. I used to all trade these back in the day. And then a lot of them started to lose some. See, this has it. M6B. They started to lose a lot of momentum for me, so I ended up switching over. Actually went to penny stocks after that when Trump was in. Last cycle, it was amazing. Amazing. Let's see. You see how this trend line, it respected it all the way down and then it finally broke and now it did a hammer rejection? That's a bullish move. Wow. Against the USD too. I'm surprised because all right, I might do 3 contracts. This is live money on the NASDAQ to the bottom. Scalping, 1 minute. If you're curious, this is my indicator that I coded. I have like 10 years experience. I coded this. Use it in the 1 minute time frame. I usually use it during high volume hours. You can try it out for 30 days free on wap.com. If you don't like it, just cancel for the trial ends. So yeah, this is interesting. Why is all the money gaining power over the US dollar? especially if the U.S. was threatening with the tariffs. You know what I mean? Like, they kind of need us. But I'm wondering if it went through, is that the reason why? I'm not really sure. Unless this is news that the tariffs weren't going to happen, and this is why the British pound is gaining some, some grounds. But this is bullish. Break of this high and it should go up. Take profit there. So was that $50 in a minute? There you go. There's your proof that I don't cherry pick boys and girls. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, and I just saw it when I changed the screen. Look at this break here. This might retest it. It might go down a little bit and then bounce back up. Yeah, I gotta wash these. I don't know why I wasn't thinking that. You know why? Because oil has been gaining my attention. So is gold and NASDAQ. Like oil, I released a video yesterday. I made a shit ton of money. Just scalping it. Yeah, this might pull back. Obviously, that's like nothing to Forex, but it's a nice little short there. But I like the daily for bullish for sure. Thanks for pointing those out. I completely forgot about them. Thanks for the follow, CFX. That's XRP by the chart? What do you mean? You want me to look at XRP? I gotta look at I gotta keep looking at these. Especially if they got volume. But I gotta see if they had volume today. Let's check it out. Doesn't look like it. Might have to just trade the Forex itself. Definitely. Look for this entry. It's gonna blast up. Damn, got out perfect timing right there. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, let's look at Bitcoin. We really need this to drop. Alright, I like it. I like it. It's looking sour again. Definitely keep thinking this wants to fall. What have you been trading the Forex? Are you trading Forex or the futures? I stayed away. The last time I was trading like Forex itself and not futures, I think it was on forex.com, and then I think they got sued. I almost became a millionaire on accident trading Forex, by the way. My order, I just didn't get it in time. It's when damn, what the hell's CHF? What's CHF? What coin is that? Switzerland. All the books I've ever read said stay away from Switzerland. Don't invest in it. but this chart looks so amazing. And for the downside, and I'm like, man, this really looks like it's gonna go down. And this is when I was trading support and resistance on the daily time frame. I thought it was gonna go down. They manipulated the market, and it dropped like 30 to 40% of its value. It was like a black swan event. It's probably like 10 years ago. Black swan event. It actually closed like 50 brokers. They couldn't handle it. The people that were invested in it, it completely shattered them. So like 50 brokers had to close shop. Forex.com was one of them. Somebody bailed them out, and I think they just went overseas. But if I would have sold that day like I was supposed to, I would have made $1.2 million. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? It is what it is. But this looks juicy to the downside. Let's look at Sol. Hell yeah. This looks freaking bearish, guys. I want it to fall down. I really wanted to scare people, and then I wanted to rip up. Dying Cell. Oh, I wonder if you created that coin, bro. You know what? Let me look it up on Dex Screener. I am so curious now. This is not financial advice, everybody. Not financial advice. Just looking. Get in early, he said. Well, these are all not early. These are 2 months old. Is he still in here or no? Damn, I was just curious. I want to get into this a little bit, but this shit is so sketch. Meme coins. But there's some serious people making mad money. Just the volume is so wild on these. This looks like it wants to drop, guys. It really does. If any of you guys want me to look at any coin, just let me know. Another short. Was it 3 seconds? All right, let's try it out. Live money. My stop loss would be behind the cloud here. XLM, I could definitely check that out. And XCN. Just give me like 2 minutes. All right, we'll look at XCN first. Just curious which one I should look at. Okay. I do remember this one now. If that was the bottom, the potential of this is to go to 14 cents, but it's going to be company based. All right, so remember that 14 cents. I'm actually going to circle this so in case somebody else asks in the future. And then if it gets really bullish, then we're looking at the 22 cents area. I'm going to delete this. So that was the high, right? So it might go to 8 cents. It's still kind of new. Sorry, I just want to go back and forth, and this is live money, so I just want to check on it. So if I was to get into this, we kind of just missed the entry, guys, at 0.019. But if Bitcoin falls again, you might get an ABC move, and it could actually go to like the 12, 0.0112 or 12. I'm sorry. But your safe bet would have been 0.02. Thanks for the follow. Last moment. It's probably not what you want to hear, but this looks like it's really company based. I don't know enough about it, but if I were to pretend that this was a great company, I would have gotten in right here. Right in this little area here. So if it comes back, are you in this, Slizzy? And what's your average? Uh-oh, it's going against me. What's your what are you in at? And what's your reason? Just curious. I like to hear everybody's thoughts. And sometimes I'll like them and I'll buy them. .028. Boom, look at that. Made some money in front of you guys. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Delete. You said .028. Point zero. Not too bad. Does it have like a bottom up XRP? I have a love-hate relationship with XRP. I'll tell you in a minute. Yeah, this isn't bad. This would have been your best entry here. But Bitcoin might fall. Thanks for the follow, Georgie. This might fall. Bitcoin might fall, so this might come back down and do like an ABC. So if you're going to reload, I would wait for this .02. It's really resistance here too. So keep an eye on this kind of trend line. You could draw it on yourself on your chart. Once it breaks this trend line, it's probably and closes, it's probably going to rock it up. This is just based off of the chart, guys. I don't know anything about this company. Maybe Slizzy can help you guys out. Let's look at the XLM. Stellar. I haven't seen you in a while. They were really popular, I think, in British. It's been around for a long time, but it did not break See how this didn't break the previous high? This is what threw me off, and I didn't like it anymore. What if it does this again, and that was the actual top? You know what I mean? So if you're in this, I don't know. Maybe they could have came out with better partnership. If you were and told me that they had amazing partnership with some kind of better news, your best bet would have gotten in at 0.28. Wave 5 Elliott wave. Yeah, I think we're in probably about to go into a 4 right now, or we're in a 4. You talking about for XRP? But yeah, that's XLM. I really don't like it long though. You see how this it just never broke a new high. Just be careful if you're in this heavy. Really just be in this if you like what they're doing recently. But this would be the area that you would want to be in. Could go to the 78 also, but around this gap here. All right, let's look at XRP. A funded account, yeah. Well, for my futures. This crypto. I'm just doing analysis for you guys. I mostly use crypto.com. Yeah, I like Top Step X. You can't go wrong with. They're a little bit pricier, and their platform is really good. Their Top Step X platform, and they don't have a limit on how much you can make a day once you get funded. Yeah, I like Top Step X. Like today, I actually made like $1,200 on. Yeah. Well, oh, it liquidated your order that was open. Yeah. Top Step closes at 408, I believe, or 415. And then another one I like. They have been getting better. I did not like them for a while. Was Apex. Dang, he lost the count. Well, what was he on? Top Step? It should have just liquidated what he had open, you know what I mean? Like the open order, and then it closes. Uh if it was today, if it makes you feel better, I actually so I think I was up like 6,000 over across all accounts. And at 4 o'clock Eastern, New York, I lost $2,000 in like 30 seconds. It just fucking dumped on me. And I was trying to get out too, and it just dumped. Oh, it was very upsetting. I got lucky and made the money back at um, open again at 6 p.m. But it hurt my feelings. It did. Yeah, today you should have made decent money at least through the day. I actually have an indicator that I offer. I can go over it really quick. Yeah, this is where I messed up somewhere. But I'm going to show you the open. You usually want to trade during the open. Remember that. New York Open is the best because it has volume and usually conviction. As long as the news isn't crazy. You guys should look at Apex too. Apex isn't bad and they have good sales. 9:30 Eastern, New York time. Not sure what zone you're in. I just say New York time so people don't get confused. But I offer this indicator. You can try it for 30 days free. It's at wap.com. If you don't like it, you could always cancel it before the trial ends, and after that, it's $49.95 a month. But I can pay for a year's worth in one trade, and I do it live all the time. I'll be live tomorrow if you guys want to tune in. Some people, when I'm live, they'll copy trade me. So right at the open, I get a buy signal, and then I hold it until the candles turn over yellow, meaning overbought. I wait for another signal. Again, I get out when it's overbought. Another signal, overbought. Another signal. My stop loss would be behind the cloud. It never hits, and it hits another overbought. And then I don't get another signal. Gray means stay out. And then we start getting some short signals. Today was okay to trade because there was just so much news. And honestly, Trump's been making wild movement, which I love. That's my little secret. But most of the time, it has to deal with volume, along with some oscillators that. It's not an RSI, but I'll tell you, like it works like an RSI almost, but it's not the same settings. No, it's more momentum based. So it needs volume. So like when it starts becoming like midday, you might get some false signals because the volume is not right. And most likely you're going to get chopped up anyway. So if you ever do use this and it starts giving you signals that aren't working, you should sit on your hands and wait. But if you're on tomorrow, just check me out. I'll be on. I don't know if there's any thanks for the follow. I wanted to see if there was any news tomorrow. Let me look at Top Step has a great traders hub that gives you the news that's coming up. So much easier. Tomorrow, I mean today. All right, so we have PMI tomorrow at 9:45 New York time and 10 o'clock PMI also. So be careful until 10. Trade very lightly because sometimes PMI news can be really rough back and forth. Also, there's crude inventory at 10:30. That's a good one too. And then at 3 o'clock, the Fed starts speaking. So tomorrow might be a wild day. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's a chop fest. So you really got to feel it out. PMI is oh, I have a brain fart. Why can't I remember? think it's like the goods or some shit. I'll tell you tomorrow if you're on. It's a very important news. It's like the prices paid and stuff like that for goods. It's basically like inflation and stuff like that. But always check that out when you're trading futures. See what news, scheduled news is going to be coming out. Gold's moving pretty nice right now. Still looks a little bit low for volume though. Usually at night though. Usually at nighttime I just go over some crypto in between. We gotta watch. That's a huge candle. I might go in it lightly though. Very whippy right now. And I don't know what time frame you use. I use the 1 minute. I'm more of a scalper. Just works with my brain. The higher time frames, I start double guessing myself a little bit when I'm day trading. 1 minute. Has he been trading for a long time or he just started to? Just started. That's good that you guys are doing funded, because some people put their money into accounts and they just start going and they wonder why they lost 10 grand in real money. The best thing I would say to learn stocks, they move similar if they have volume. The best pattern I would say to learn is flag patterns. I feel you. It does help to have a good job too. Just always keep that in mind. I have a really high paying job, so my stress level is a little bit lower, and it makes you able to think a little bit better. Go fuck off. That's a great name. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, flag patterns. Look that up. Most of the time, hold on, I just want to see what this does. Very wiki here. And it's at nighttime. You really want to trade during high volume. I don't like it. I'm just going to get out. Um, try to show you like a flag pattern. All right, this is a perfect flag pattern. This is XRP. They work on all time frames. Let me show you something different because that one's gonna be hard to trade. Basically, if you see a lot of candles in a row in one direction, you want to wait for a candle pullback, and then you can trade the first break. Trying to find something that's good. Maybe I should just stick to MNQ. I'm sorry, brother. I keep going back and forth. Let's go to a high volume area. Okay. Wow, why can't I show you a good one? All right, here's a semi one. So you got the price is shooting up, right? And then it pulls back. Then you have two candles that pull back. The first candle that breaks that previous pullback candle high usually launches it up. You will see it over and over again. Let me show you a cleaner. You can literally do this over and over again on so much shit. I want to show you a better chart. It's just it looks a little sloppy. It's just over and over again. Say this is a flag pattern too. It's going up. First candle that pulls back. Trade the high. Boom. Another flag. Break the high. Boom. You want to do that when it starts having momentum. Hope that makes a little sense. Why can't I delete this? Yeah, basically it's just a rip up. And the first when it starts starts pulling back, the first candle that breaks the previous candle, the high, usually launches it. It'll do it over and over again. And you'll get better as you see it. See? A break. Pull up. Break. Pull up. Break. Pull up. Well, you probably would have got in there. I hope this shows you a little better. See the pullback? Break of the line. If you can master this when something's moving, you'll do very well. And you can scalp it too. Don't think you gotta hold it for long. And then of course you're gonna have losers, so just remember that. So then we could even do this. So first candle break, it still launched it up. You don't want to go long on the pullback. Some people do. I like the safer route. So you see how this high is here? Let's see. You see this high on this pullback? When the candle breaks above that, you enter long and you scalp it out. You can keep doing this over and over again. So I can make this better for you. Break. See how that candle high is? A break. Sorry, it just registers better when I do this diagonal, but I can see how you can get confused. Basically, just level breaks. So anytime there's like a red candle, just put a line above it for the high, and if it breaks it, you trade it to the top. It's an amazing thing to learn once you start seeing it, and it'll tell you if the trend is strong too if it keeps doing it. The problem is it needs to be trending, so you can't just come in and say, hey, because this is gonna get a little hard to trade here. You see how choppy it is? So sometimes you can do like support and resistance. Like, okay, when price breaks above this, I know that it's gonna be trending now. Same thing in bear market. This is a little bit choppy, but I'll try to show you something. Say this was trending down. The first candle to break the low. See how it went down and then it pulled back? So the candle didn't break this low, candle didn't break this low. This is the next candle, and the next candle broke that low. So you would enter a short. Same thing here. You don't see a green candle here, right? So you would pretend that you were looking for a bearish, another candle to break the low, but it never broke the low, which is good. You know why? Because it kept going up and it kept you out. Just works on almost everything, by the way, if as long as it has momentum. I'm hoping when Trump starts like getting the penny stocks moving, that's when it gets fun. But my indicator can keep you in a lot longer. That's just my 10 years of experience that I coded this. But I still use that method all the time. Yeah, no problem. I'll be on tomorrow. Man, Bitcoin will not freaking drop, guys. It's not dropping. Another short. I wonder if we should keep continuing this. Thanks for the love, the hearts. If this closes above, then I have to close this for a loss, unfortunately. It looks like it was very drawn to that area up there, though. I guess I caught the bottom a little bit. All these shorts were good, and of course, as soon as I get in here, it's the bottom. Still got 18 seconds left. Also, money management is key, guys. Don't go in too deep. blow your account. Alright. This one is wrong, so I'm going to close it. I was hoping for a little bit of a pullback, but it doesn't look like I might get it. Looks like I'm actually hurting myself by holding it longer. Better. Alright, I'm gonna get out on that one. That was a loser. Loser. It happens. You gotta accept you're gonna lose. Money management. I'm hoping this just drops. I really do, guys. I think it's going to. Damn, I couldn't wait like 20 more seconds. All good. That's why it ripped up into the cloud and then came back down the 5 minute. It happens. It might short again. Alright, I'm going to get off, guys. Thanks for the follows. I appreciate it. We hit our goal today, which is awesome. If you guys are curious in this indicator, I offer it at whop.com. Just type in, or it's in my bio on all the platforms. You could try it for 30 days free. It's a long time to try something. I want to say your name out loud, but I don't want to get banned. Just joking. Go fuck off kindly. What do you like to trade? You into crypto or you do futures? I do both, so. But yeah, if you want to try this out, 30 days free at whop.com. All the links are in my bio. Or if not, you could just go there and just search it. Try it for 30 days. If you don't like it, cancel it before the 30 days is over. After that is $49.95 a month. If you watch me, you can see that one trade will pay for 5 years. Crypto? Cool. Yeah, I got a full Bitcoin at 6,000. So I'm not just talking out my ass here. I do think this is going to fall. I could be wrong. And it could do a liquidity sweep to the top. And then rip down. But I think this needs to rip down. And it's going to be a nasty one. 70 to 60K area. Oh, that's not bad. It's actually a good spot. I mean, you kind of probably got sucked into that huge pump, right? And you've been chasing ever since. Yeah, so I mostly do futures in the daytime, and then nighttime, if I don't have work, I'll in the morning time I'll go on nighttime and go over crypto. I love doing analysis and stuff like that. Oh, that's actually surprising. You might have a good mind for trading if you're cautious. That's good. Most people get in and just lose. And then they learn. But yeah, if you have any questions, I mean, I'm about to get off, but any other nights or days, even in the daytime, you need to ask me. I'll answer as best as I can. All right, guys, have a good night. It was fun trading with you guys and going over stuff. If you're not following me, give me a follow. You too.